Hey everybody, this is Haas. Yes, I'm in the same outfit that I was in the last video. Or will be in the next video. I don't know where I'm putting this one. I'm busy and I work in spurts, leave me alone. Anyway, so the thing I want to share with you today, as I'm standing outside holding a pack of powdered sugar, is my favorite recipe for killing fire ants. This works beautifully. Now, this is the first time I've used powdered sugar because, well, people have lost their minds and they bought out all the crystal sugar. But in my research, I found out that powdered sugar works just as well. So, ideally, you want to do 2 parts. I don't know how parts work. You want to have equal amounts borax and sugar, and then add another part of sugar. So in the bucket already, I have a box of the Mule Barn, or not Mule Barn, that's the road where I grew up. The Team Mule borax, the 4-pound box, along with 2 pounds powdered sugar. Now, the reason why it's in the bucket is because last night I wasted about an hour and made an incredible mess fitting it all into here, only to realize it's not going to fit the extra box or extra bag of powdered sugar. So I dumped it all out, kicked myself in the shins for wasting so much time and making such a mess. It probably, I mean, the powdered sugar created all the mess. The borax wouldn't have been so bad, but the whole box was a solid brick. So we're gonna have equal parts of everything. I'm not gonna put in any extra sugar. Yes. All right. So mix all this up. Now, if you've never used borax, it's fine doing this. You don't want to have too long, but you definitely don't want to ingest it. It is a poison, but it's used in a lot of homemade laundry detergent. But it also works great as a insect killer. But because it's a poison, you don't want to use this in any way, any space where you may have animals that could get it, because the sugar, it's an attractant, and that's what it's doing with the ants. Now, this works on any kind of ant, not just fire ants, but fire ants I have found to be a bit of a, they build up tolerances real easy, except to things like borax. You can buy Amdro, you can buy Over and Out, you can buy Spectracide, or Trazicide anyway. You can buy all that stuff. And eventually they're just going to develop a tolerance to it and move on. They have not done that with borax from what I have noticed. So the whole concept of this is you mix in the borax with the sugar, and you can use just straight borax, and it'll kill them quick, but it may not get the whole colony. If you use sugar, the ants will come through and eat a lot of it because of the sugar, and they'll carry it back to the colony, killing the queen and everybody else. I can't remember. I have done a lot of research in the past, and when I sold the chemicals, I did a lot of chemicals. I can't remember which effect this has. There's some chemicals that will, sorry, I'm breaking up the small little chunks of borax in here as I'm talking to you. There are some chemicals that dry the ants out on the inside, and they die that way. There's some chemicals that make them bleed out, and there's some chemicals that just straight up, they just die. I can't remember what is what, but so that's the whole idea with this, is they're going to get the sugar, and by getting the sugar, accidentally get the borax and take it back. They'll eat it at the nest and kill the whole colony. And that's what we want. We don't want them to move to somewhere else. Sometimes when you get the the pellets that you spread out and water in, they just simply move. Or it doesn't kill the colony, it only kills, you know, a few of them, and the colony survives. They go dormant for a bit, and then they come back in the same spot. Well, being in Florida, we have them bad. I know they're getting farther north. I don't ever recall having them in my yard in North Carolina, but I do know they are in North Carolina. And if you've never dealt with a fire ant, they are brutal. I didn't even know what a fire ant was when I moved down from Indiana until I was at an event on Main Street for Humane Society. And I looked down, and you remember that episode of King of the Hill when Bobby became like the ant king? My foot looked like that, full of fire ants. Never heard of them before. So let me go get a sifter. There's still some chunks, but I'll get that out as we go. And let's go kill some ants. So you just sprinkle it all the way around. Make it look like it snowed, and you move on to the next one. It's been a little bit since I made this, so we got a few more than I would prefer, but we'll go ahead and take care of them today. You want it a little bit around it, so that way they go around the outside. Here's a big one here. And as you can see at that spot, we were down to mainly some borax that hadn't been crushed up. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and kill off the rest. I'm going to do the front yard first. If I have time, I'll go around and do the backyard. But you know what? It was our first day back from spring break. It was a weird day, learning how we're going to carry on the rest of the school year. And well, you already know my feelings on this virus. So in the world that is COVID, and there you go. Let's go kill some more ants. Y'all be self-sufficient, help everyone you can, inconvenience no one. Have a great day. Bye.